Let's select this, and if I scroll down, I have some field over here, and this is density, and second one is velocity. And if I disable this, it's not showing any velocity over here, right? And if I turn this on, then only it's working on that. And here also we have to mention this block size. And if I go over here, that you can just check. Let me increase this. So block size is 1. So if I keep this 1 over here, then you can see here it's taking the shape of that. This is called micro solvers, and we will talk about more later. But for now, we need to import this outside as well. To import this, we can use top import fields, and I can just select this, click and drag. And here I need to select the default object, which is dust. Let me just import, and its density. It won't load anything, right? So object is already we have mentioned over here. So we can just keep this blank. And now if I play, it will load something. And if I press, and let me just change this. So you can see it's showing over here. Why I have imported outside? If I add light, so let me just click distance. And I want to change the angle of light. So for that, I can just go over here, look through the light, and let me just check. Camera is over here, and this will be the best view for that. Yep. So as you can see, it's low res, and at the moment, let me just link this over here. Let me just paste this. I don't want to link this. Okay, so the current pixel is this much, and let me just reduce it by point. This is still not enough, but we can, for testing, we can use this. So let's use 0.25. And now let me run this. If I reset this, yep, we have good resolution over here. This is without light, and this is with light. So outside we can see impact of light, but if I go inside, so those light won't be useful over here. Let me just disable this velocity. So for better visualization, it's better to visualize this outside over here. And now we can work on source as well. Let me add grid over here. Yep, so it's covering that area. Here I want this intersection point. If I typed intersection, I have intersection analysis. So if I connect this, it will give me that intersection without changing any parameter. And I prefer turning this on, so it will give me proper curve as well. And for safer side, if some point doesn't intersect properly, so just for source, I can just use minus 0.1. So I can just shift a bit. So it's taking time to load, right? So here I can use file cache. And I can save this. So remember I was talking about this $heap. So it's a variable. And if I go to this edit, aliases and variable, if I type this $heap, it will read some path. But which path? To visualize that, I can just go over here and heap will read this that master folder I have created. So if I cache everything over here and I copy paste this folder anywhere in the drive, it will auto sync this path and it will auto construct this folder and everything. But I don't really want this. So I will just create this cache and I will use $OS. So that's the name of this node. I can just middle click and check. So here I will just use intersection v1. So if I want to just version up later, I can do that. Let me load this and save to disk. Cool, it's showing. Now I will just connect these over here. Will this work? Let's just check that out. It's not working because we don't have volume to scatter. And I want to have some mesh around this. And for that I can use polywire. So it will create radius around it. And it's too high. Let me reduce this more. It's too thin, so I can just increase this by 25. Yep, this is fine. And let me just merge. To visualize this, do I need to increase? Yep, this was fine. It shouldn't be visible. And as you can see, I can see some hard cut. And for that, I can just increase these. Yep, this is good enough. Now if I connect this and check, yep, this is working. And this is also working. Cool. Let's visualize first simulation. Connect these, go over here and run this. Let's make a first flipbook of this lesson. Yep, that interaction is working and we will enhance this more next.